Hello again, this is Delta Climber coming to you to Delta Climber Studios, Roblox, and SwordBurst 2. I was just playing my main character Delta Climber at the Halloween event up at the Necromancer guy, and was having a great conversation with some people, extra crispy lamb chops and dog soda. And come to find out, dog soda I think has his own streaming YouTube channel. So I want to give them a shout out, and thanks for being such nice players. They're very nice people. If you bump into them, I'm sure they will help you out if you need to find a way to do something or to get somewhere. But this is the 5th video in the beginner series. We're supposed to be taking a look at Desolate Dunes. Desolate Dunes. Now, I did come up to the Halloween event, and I worked my character up to a 36 so that I could put on my next level swords that you can buy in the shop at Arcadia. Here we are at Desolate Dunes, and we're going to take a look. Oh, very few people. It may be that I absolutely have to solo this boss, which will be very hard at this level. I'm at 37 now. Let's go ahead and put these long swords on. Here they are, 36. Let's see what they do. 225. That's better than the level 21s here, which only do 182. That's 73 more. So here we go. I'm going to press this wrench so that if something happens, I won't accidentally delete. Oh, I remember these. These are the medic swords, and I always thought they're such a pretty golden red swords with the little crosses on them. And going to super speed jump to speed this up. I hope the last video helped you learn how to super speed jump. If you don't know how to super speed jump at level 22, I recommend going back to part 4 of the beginner series, and I repeatedly teach how to do that. And here we go again to super speed jump. Oh, an unexpected error occurred in Roblox. I've been getting a lot of those lately. Do not know what that means. We're going to go the long way, the scenic route. Try and go over this bridge. You can just jump down there and start running towards the boss room, but this isn't going to take much longer. But we need to be introduced to the inhabitants. We have angry cactuses here. On World 0, I think they have happy cactuses. And you can see, even with the shield and everything, I'm taking damage just from these cactuses. So the boss is going to try and kill me quickly. So we're going to have to do something. And with super speed jump, you should be able to run in, give all your shield, and run away, because your shield uses your stamina, but as you know, the super speed jump does not use stamina, which is the advantage of super speed jump. Especially on these upper floors. These upper floors, you can die quickly. This is floor 5. Again, it is a desert region. That is a really bad super speed jump. I'm going to try it again. Whirlwind spin. Stop it when the blue circles come up. Minimize button, hold it. Let go. Bring it back up. Shift locks on. Press A and space bar at the same time. Well, it slows down when you go uphill. That's for sure, but when you go downhill, it'll speed up. These guys, these desert vultures, these buzzards, they drop. Wow! That is really clobbering him slowly. We need to get on to the boss room because it's going to take a minute to defeat the boss at that rate. But they drop a sword and an armor at this level. Hopefully we'll get a drop and you will be able to see Each floor drops a certain level. Like when you get to the ectofunctal gloomland, it is a mythical place that, oh, speed up too fast going downhill, where it's mushrooms and all sorts of monsters like that. It drops in the 60s. You get to, and that is, I think, 7. You get to floor 8, which is one of the prettier floors. It's all sunshine and everything. That drops in the 70s. This one is just before that. This should be the 50s, 60s, 50s. There's somebody super speed jumping. Oh wow, that is my one. That is my actual the type of aura that I used to always use. It was my calling card, whatever. It's gilded leaf aura. I had 2 gilded leaf. Yeah, I had 2 gilded leaf auras on when my Plutos were taken, disappeared from my pack when I made my first burst weapon. And they gave me the weapons back, but I still lost the crystals. 32 crystals. And then I lost my 2 gilded leaf auras. Alright, you come in, you take a right, then you take a left, then you take a right and a left, then you go right and right, and then left to go to the boss room. And the boss is up and roaming around, and I don't know why no one is fighting him. If it's just me and the boss, well, we shall see. Because he will. I don't have heal yet, which is at a level 50. Here's somebody else running up, trying to help. And a third person, thank goodness. You see that we have not even finished his first health bar yet. So when the damage, the death starts to come, just, oh, that guy died. That guy died. I'm going to put my little bit of shield I have left on, and it's gone. Super speed jump up here. He can't get to me. And he's super speed jumping too. Oh, he can come up the steps now? Interesting. And if you're not careful, he will heal back up. He already has healed back up. You have to kill him at one time. With all those other guys on there, I don't know. That guy's hitting, what, 4K? And he's healing back up again. Used to could hang him up here on the steps, and still can. If I get rid of this little guy here, I will be able to take care of him at the steps. But these little guys are the trouble now. I got that one. Oh yeah, I can hook you up, boss man. So here is how you can solo this boss, and I mean repeatedly solo him. You hang him up on the steps. Oh my goodness, after you get rid of this ding dong. And then you just ease up until you can do him damage and he can't hit you. Which means you go to the longest thing you've got. It won't do as much damage. Out here in the field, it's about damage, not points. Because, you see, I'm only hitting 180 something here. But if we can get them, if they understood, we can get them on the steps and you don't have to take any damage. But we'll get them. A little bit longer, katana or something. Oof. And he is down. But you can get him hung up on the steps and you can stay here on the steps. You can AFK. If it wasn't for these little guys, you could AFK the boss here if you had a couple of other people. Wow, that didn't take long. These guys, He's hitting 1,000 or 1,800. That other guy's hitting about he's hitting about 5K. I don't know. 500. I mean, not 5K. 500. And back to the medic blades. And here we go. Those look like those. The cactuses drop a golden blade or something, and I really like that. It was a very pretty little sword too. Let's see if we've made it. And we did. When you finish Desolate Dunes, you get Helmfirth, which is like Arcadia, except better. And then you get the Ectoloma Gloomlands, which is the mushroom place I was telling you about. This has been a pretty short little video. Before we go, there is something I'd like to show you guys if you're interested. If you get higher levels, and hopefully you will, you have to be dedicated to the game and keep playing. You'll want a place to grind for commons and rares to dismantle to get your upper level stuff up. And here's the boss again. Put my shield or my block skill on. And now we're going to come up here and whoop on him. Super speed jump is on again so that I shouldn't die. I wish they'd let me show you guys how to hang him up on the steps, but that's okay. He's gone again. No drop. He is, this chieftain is the boss that drops the lightning hammer, fire hammer, and sans serif. Those are the first legendaries on game. Now if you were a bigger character, see all these monsters, they'll come down to this cul-de-sac, and there are monsters on the other side of the wall also. And if you're big enough to sit here without your block skill on, just sit here and fight them, you can put your character here and clobber monsters AFK all day, all night, whatever, which is what I have done, and get lots, see them on the other side there, and get lots of uncommons and rares. It takes 5 rares at Helmfirth at the anvil or at the forge to make a legendary crystal. It takes 10 uncommons to make 1 rare. Maybe we'll go take a tour of Helmfirth real quickly since this video was so short. Helmfirth, here we are. You come, there's the portal we just came in on. It's a little expansive. Let me get super speed jump going so we can go to the forge quickly. Here you have dismantle and upgrade. Over on this side you have the armor shop. The armor shop is where you can buy commons. Starts at I think 52, and that's $40,000. 52, and that means that the swords over here start at about a 52. Yes, 52, and that's 20,000 each for the one hands. So 52 is the magic number. When you get to be a 52, if you need a good sword and you can't get a drop, then you can come here if you have the money and buy a sword and buy armor. And that's what I've been doing. I've been using primarily commons this whole series. At the opposite end of Helmfirth, you have the Crystal Forge. Now the Crystal Forge, you can turn uncommons into rares, rares into legendary crystals, legendary crystals into these red crystals, and with the red crystal you can make and upgrade these bursts. I guess those are burst crystals. Burst crystals. And you can make that armor if you have all of it. You can see I don't have any of all of this stuff on this character. Well, that is Helmfirth. That is Desolate Dunes. I hope this video has been helpful in some way. And if it was, please feel free to leave comments. And I always read the comments and appreciate the viewers. Until next time, you guys play the game, have fun, play it straight, don't hack. Until next time, arrivederci.
This has been a Delta Climber Studio production.